Yo, why you just sitting there or whatever like that through the whole live stream or whatever and not saying nothing? Like, what's like? I'm wait for y'all to get in here because I need to know. I really do. I need explanations. I really do. I need explanations. I'm sorry, y'all, but when they start showing me some people up in this piece, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. Yo, I just bought another pack of these, and now we down to only this little bit again, y'all. And it's like I'll post the updates on what's on the sales, y'all. It's just it takes time or whatever. But listen. I was sitting there doing hot topics and like y'all just sitting there watching me like, and it's like, so what? Y'all don't have nobody else to go? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the apps, y'all, that I'm speaking of. Y'all not want to speak to my lovers and friends like that for what? I know that wasn't y'all in here. I know y'all would have told me that y'all couldn't hear me or whatever. I know that. I know that. So YouTube, y'all said that when the lives is done that they automatically go on as private. Well, lately mine's haven't. Mine's been going on as public. So I'm just trying to figure out why y'all I'm trying to figure out why y'all saying something that's not there. Like, did y'all change the update the stuff and let us know that ain't the case? Because not all of us want our lives public once we in them. And if I'm used to them being automatically private when I end them, and now y'all all of a sudden want to leave them open for public, let me know. Let me know what it is. But like I said, y'all said it there hot topics and ain't nobody say nothing, whatever. Now I don't know if I feel like going back. But anyways, it said middle school teacher arrested after police say she rented a hotel room for 4 minors, including a 1-year-old, to live in unsupervised. Like I said, because y'all couldn't hear me on the live stream, I'll redo it. But all I said basically, after I read this story and all that, what it sounded like was that because it was a 13-year-old, two 13-year-olds and a 15-year-old and a 1-year-old, sounds to me like there was a child staying there. The 1-year-old belonged to one of those teenagers, and it might have been some teenagers that didn't have a home, and I think that's why she was charged. She was charged with 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and failure to report abuse and neglect. So basically, if those children, those teenagers was homeless or whatever, she was supposed to. I gotta hear more of the story too, because what's the abuse and neglect from? If that was the case, if it was something going on at home and that's why they was homeless and that's why they wasn't going back home because of abuse and neglect, she's a mandated reporter as a teacher. So if she had these 4 children living there between the 1-year-old, the 2 13-year-olds, and the 15-year-old, she was supposed to report that, even though she might not she might have felt like I could help them out on my own. It's like, yeah, you probably could have, but you probably could have did it under some sort of different sort of maybe like way, but that's just not how it goes, sis. It's like if children aren't being treated good at home and CPS decided to take them out of the home, like, you would have to go through a process in order to, be their caregiver, and it wouldn't be setting them up in a hotel to live where strangers could possibly get their hands on them, where they could be trafficked and all like that. That's really the reality, is that that's not really safe. But I'm hoping that the judge does see that, she might have just been trying to help out. I'm hoping the judge does see it that way, and drop some of these charges. Because it sounded to me like she was charged with these charges because she didn't, like I said, she's a mandated reporter. So, she was supposed to report any thing if she knew of any abuse or neglect going on in these 15 and 2 13-year-old, in this 15-year-old and 2 13-year-olds lives. And like I said, I know we all want to help out, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's a way to do it, so that you can cover yourself and still, be there for the children. It is, y'all. That's the bottom line. But like I said, I hope everything does work out in a good way, and I hope that she's not stripped from any opportunities to still be a teacher, because it does sound like she was trying to help out. It's a scary. Surveillance footage shows the moment a 29-year-old Michigan man attempted to kidnap a 14-year-old girl as she walked home from school. This is they showed a little preview, and all I'm gonna say is what I said on the previous live stream, and y'all couldn't hear me, was I said, lock him up for life, because the bottom line is an attempt was just as bad as you trying to do it, and that's how I see it. As lock him up before he actually get away with it. Let's just lock him up. Let's just lock him up. I don't play like that. I don't play with these pervs out here. They wanna get their hands on teenagers and shit like that or whatever. I don't play around like that. Lock his dumb ass up for life, so that he won't ever have the opportunity to attempt this shit again. Cause that's what it's about. That's what it's about. An attempt is just as bad as you motherfucking doing it. Fuck that. Bitch, if you attempt to motherfucking kill me, bitch, I'm on your ass. Cause you coulda fully you coulda went all the way with it and actually did it. It just is fucking worse. Like I said, lock his dumb ass up for fucking life. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all like how I can switch that out like that? Yeah, y'all. Let's get on what's next. I spoke on this. On the other one, on the other live stream, it say disturbing. Chicago man exposed himself to a 2-year-old at park. Mothers say police dragged their feet as suspect fled. And basically, what I said was, y'all, this happened to me actually when I was with my son. When my son was about I want to say maybe 5 years old. And what I will say is that you got some perverts out here that'll do this. Yeah, you do. And it took everything in my power for me not to put my hands on him or whatever like that. And I did go see about this. I did go take care of that and let somebody know that it was somebody like that in the area. Because my thing is, I was bold enough to speak up to him, but the next person might not have been. And I wanted him to know, bitch, everybody ain't going to just fucking let you be no creep in front of them or whatever like that. Somebody might actually end up hurting you or whatever. So you better be very careful who you want to be a creep around and being a creep, period. You better be fucking careful, because you got people like me where I'm not going to spare you. If you catch me at the right motherfucking moment, I ain't going to spare you. Oh, fucking creep. I can't stand creeps. Because you could just not be one, but you want to be a creep. Hold on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'm fucking mentally confused right now or something. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, we back. We back. We back. We back. Sorry, y'all. Ayla, Ayla on her, what you call? She on her, the first mile, y'all. So, ooh, y'all, I don't know where these bills came from, but they are so motherfucking fresh, y'all, that I couldn't count them. Like, no cap. Like, I couldn't even. You would not know that this was $400 right here. You wouldn't know that this little bit of money was $400, but yeah, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Tomorrow the first. Tomorrow the first. So y'all know I ain't playing no motherfucking games. And we did make it, y'all. We made it. We made it, y'all. We did. We did. We did. We made it. That's the only thing I'm saying is, y'all. Ooh, y'all. I can't stand that little period when you start a job and you gotta wait for your checks to kick in or whatever. I can't stand that shit, y'all. Cause it's like a little. If you know, you know. It's like a 2 to 3 week window where you just gotta motherfucking go hard so that you can make up for like. Cause you don't have a check. Well, I had money before I started the job, but it's like it's weird because the one job I was working before that is like I didn't have to wait on a 2 week check or whatever like that. That's not how I got paid. I could have waited on a week check, but I didn't do that. I like to get my money once I'm done my shift. So that's how the money was coming in. It was coming in basically after I got done my shift. The money was there versus me waiting 2 weeks or waiting 1 week for a check from my agency. So I wasn't used to the whole 2 week waiting period. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't say I wasn't used to it. I haven't had to go through it in a long time, but it's worth it once you start going through it. I mean, once you get in, because it's like, ooh, y'all, like I said, y'all, it's just less stress when you know you got that already handled or whatever. Yeah, y'all. So, anyways, y'all, like I was saying, we made it or whatever. All praise to the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yeshua or whatever for letting everything work out in His favor. That's no kid for sure. That's definitely not a lie or a joke. I don't know. Alright, y'all. I did enough hot topics though. Like I said, I'll catch y'all next time or whatever. Cause I'm about to finish handling this business or whatever. And I'll catch y'all then. You all stay blessed. Stay.